Vocab absolutely exposed Uthman in this debate. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that God Logic and Sig and Elijah did their thing along with the other Christians, but this part of the debate, I don't think it gotten enough attention. This is the OG we're talking about here. So before we get started, make sure you hit that like button so this video can go out into the algorithm to people just like you, and it can help this channel grow. Now, let's hop into it. So, this is actually right before Vocab debated Uthman. And I just want y'all to pay attention to this right here. Just pay attention to what he said.
The fact that we do know that there are scribal errors, mistakes that were made, names, numbers, and this is the MacArthur Study Bible, again, from a Christian authority. I'm not coming at it from a Muslim perspective. It shows that 707,000 scribal error. Secondly, I mean, how many chariots were there? Scribal errors, names that are flipped, copyist errors that go throughout the Bible. And I can give you 100 if you like, but we would agree that there are scribal errors and mistakes that are in the current Old Testament. There's
all right, so that's the first part of the debate, right? This video was chopped down, so I'm gonna go to the full one, and yeah, watch this.
Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is clearly mentioned in the Bible.
Right on.
Thank you.
A couple of the sources you had that you used earlier, were we able to turn to that John MacArthur Study Bible you had?
Sure.
There's something in 1 Kings 9:1 that I think is relevant. It seemed like when you went there, you said that there was like 700,000 scribal errors, I think is what you said.
I did not say that.
When you were there, but you said...
He said, I did not say that. I did not say that. See that? Look. He asked... Watch this.
It shows that 707,000 scribal error. Secondly, I mean, how many chariots were there? Scribal error.
Bro just lied in mid-debate. He lied. Oh, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. And yes, you did. You did. You said that. Now you saying you didn't. So let's see what kind of lie he come up with.
No, you said it mentioned about it.
Can I respond to what I said?
Well, I was just going to see if you could read this and then you could comment on it.
I don't know if,
From the source you use in regards to textual corruption and things like that, because I think it'll be helpful. Do you remember what you said, though?
it was something about the errors, correct?
Yeah,
right?
I mean, the difference between 700 and 7,000 is what I was mentioning, not that there are 700.
Oh, the chariots, the chariot number? Okay.
Yeah, the chariots, how many people David killed. It's right there if you want to.
Gotcha,
I got it highlighted. And
all right. Okay. Well, there's something from the MacArthur Study Bible.
But he switched up. Oh, man, you can't make this up, bro. You can't make this up.
Bible.
Okay.
That's good clarification.
What would you like me to read?
That when it talks about the sources of the Book of the Kings.
Where do you want me to read?
The thing is, I was looking for the page. I got the digital version. I think it's page 856 or so, but I'm going to read from some of it.
Do you want me to look it up from 856?
Yeah, if I could read from...
I mean, what verse is it under? I can look it up.
It's in the beginning of where it talks about the Chronicles sources. Because here's what...
I'm confused. So, so do you want me to give me the verse and I can look it up?
Let me read it to you, and then I'll see.
I don't know what you're reading off of. Can we look at the book,
Well, yeah,
please?
the Chronicle sources. Here's what it says, though.
Hold on.
From the MacArthur Study Bible.
Is it from that book?
Yeah, but I have the digital copy, so it's hard to find it in his copy.
What verse and chapter would it be? Because I can turn to it. That's not an issue.
I think it's in the beginning of the Book of Chronicles where it says the Chronicles sources.
We don't have time to do this. If you want to look it up and give it to me, then I'll take a look at it.
All right. Well, let me read what it says. Although relatively,
can you actually look it up. I mean,
yes, but I have it digital.
I don't trust digital copies. That's why I brought all these books.
He don't trust digital copies. Really? So you don't trust digital copies? It's literally the same book. Come on, dog. Like, let's be real. This man here is something else.
With me, right?
Okay. Yeah. But I'm going to read you what it says, and I'll try to find it in your copy, okay? Maybe I could do it during the discussion.
Go ahead.
Although relatively few scribal errors have been made in copying Scripture, they can be identified and corrected. Thus, the original inerrant content of the Bible has been preserved. That's from the MacArthur Study Bible that you used to try to show that it had corrupted sources.
Did you want me to respond or?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you used it to show corruption, right? Now I'm gonna try to find it in here, but it is in here because I have Logos. So I looked it up when you were talking. But go ahead.
I'll concede that one for you, no problem. I thought you were going to give like a particular verse, which I wanted to look into. But you're saying a general statement. So you're saying MacArthur is saying.
So he conceded right there. Man, they made this man concede. I think he had like 3 concessions in this whole debate. Yeah, Elijah. What is Elijah doing back here?
There are scribal errors.
MacArthur Study Bible you used.
Yes. So
says that they can be identified and corrected. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't.
Okay, but you use it as a source to show scribal errors.
Can I speak? If you don't mind, I'll let you speak. And when I start speaking, you start cutting me out, right? So again, the fact that there are scribal errors, till today, they have not been changed. Even in my Bible right here, I can find those. And scholars will even debate what the actual verse is supposed to say. And that's why NIV and other translations have been rejected by most Christians that I've spoken to that have stuck to the KJV, even when NIV tried to get rid of those scribal errors, saying that no, that these corrections are wrong. So that doesn't make sense. What we can agree on, that there are scribal errors.
It's page 514, I found it.
Thank you.
Right there above that box.
Yeah.
But I think it's disingenuous to try to prove the Bible with a corrupted. You're saying it's corrupted, but the very source you use says they can be identified and corrected. So do you agree with your source you brought today?
Again, this is. Let me answer you one more time.
But do you see where it is in the book too? I just want to make sure.
I see it.
Okay, that's good. So now you trust digital. That's good.
I don't. I still don't. That's why I'm looking at the source that you showed me. Right now, again, to say that McCarthy has an opinion, he has many opinions that I think even you and me might disagree with him on. But the fact that he points out in his study Bible that these errors do exist, that's something that can be identified, that can be verified against manuscripts, not an opinion of MacArthur.
They can be identified and corrected is what it says. You see where it says corrected
Once again, it could be corrected, but even those corrections then are rejected by other scholars, just like the NIV corrections were rejected by the, don't try to, let me finish.
I'm allowed to shake my head, sir.
No, but
I can shake my head all day.
Let me finish what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
now,
go ahead.
The fact that
Buddy is shaking in his boots right now. He's so scared. He's already like pinned up in a corner. And like Vocab already got him hemmed up, bro.
MacArthur feels that he could correct them, still stands to the fact that every Bible that we are reading today that I have my hands on is either disputed by other Christians or still contain those errors. So it has not been corrected. Now, when you start
the last line, could you just read that last line on top of the box? The very last line.
Sure.
Thus, where it says
although
thus.
relatively few scribal errors have been made in copying scriptures that can be identified and corrected, thus the original content of the Bible has been preserved.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I do not agree with that statement.
Gotcha.
As it's an opinion.
That's fine.
As
You're allowed
it's
to
an
say
opinion.
that.
Thank
I
you.
respect it.
So bro literally took the MacArthur Bible to try to prove something, and now he's saying, "Oh, I don't agree with MacArthur." Like, wait, MacArthur said this earlier in the debate. Now, I don't believe that, bro. Which one? Like, this is why everybody laughing. Like, really?
Yeah,
thank you.
But I just want to point out you misuse your sources.
I do not misuse.
Authority earlier?
I did not.
Yes, you did.
He did.
Yes, he did use that as an authority earlier. He did. He absolutely used that as an authority earlier. And now he's saying, "No, I didn't." This man is lying in a debate, bro. Like, this is a big liar right here. A narcissist and a liar.
It was not this. It was the NET Bible that we're talking about authority. No, hold on. No. Let me finish now, because you can't just roll over me. No.
Well, it already happened. It already happened.
Yeah,
You're not rolling over anybody, bro. Calm down. Don't flatter yourself.
You made a point. Let him at least.
Thank you.
But I swear
Again,
you made that an authority earlier.
No.
Even the moderator knows this, man. And she's laughing because she's like, "This is funny. This guy is really bad." She's like laughing. She's having a good time.
The issue of authority was an NIT Bible,
No,
which was
NET. That's an NET.
NET.
It was the scholar thing.
Yep.
No,
You
no,
were saying
that
scholars.
I mean, you can listen. You can look up the video later, but this is the one that we were discussing about the.
Oh, we did. We looked at the video, did we all? We saw exactly what he did.
25 scholars in regarding the authority. I can show you the verse
Okay.
that I read from
I'll
it. That's
take
okay.
your word on it,
but
I
MacArthur
thought this
is
was like a
no
whole thing
doubt
about scholars not having authority or having authority, and you were
yeah,
giving authority.
for sure.
Okay.
Again, and scholars will hold opinions that
So also the scholar part. So, oh man, I really don't want to go back to it, but he was debating this part with Sig. I actually just watched that today. I wish I would have put that together. Because now, okay, let's roll back. Hold on.
few scribal errors have been made in copying scriptures that can be identified and corrected. Thus, the original content of the Bible has been preserved.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I do not agree with that statement.
Gotcha.
As
Okay.
it's an
That's fine.
opinion.
That's fine.
As
You're allowed
it's
to
an
say
opinion.
that.
Thank
I
you.
respect that.
Authority earlier.
I did not. That was
Yes,
the NET.
he did.
What did we make
it was not this. It was the NET Bible
let's
that
go
we're
to
talking
James
about authority.
Dunn.
No, hold on.
No,
Hold on. Let me finish now because you can't just roll over me. No.
Well, it already happened. It already happened.
You're not rolling over anybody, bro.
hold on.
Calm
It's just
down.
the first roll.
Don't flatter yourself.
You
all
made
right?
a point. Let him at least.
Thank you.
All
But
right.
I swear you
Again,
made that an
again.
authority earlier.
No, the issue of authority was an NIT Bible,
No, no,
which
no,
was
no, no,
NET.
no.
That's an NET.
NET.
It was the scholar thing.
No,
You were
that
saying scholars.
I mean, you can listen. You can look up the video later.
We
but
saw it.
This is the one that we were discussing about the 25 scholars in regarding the authority. I can show you the verse
Okay.
that I read from
I'll
it. That's
take
okay.
your word on it,
but
I
MacArthur
thought
is
this was like a
no
whole
doubt
thing about scholars not having authority or having authority, and you were
yeah,
giving authority.
for sure.
Okay.
Again, and scholars will hold opinions. That's
Okay.
one thing, and none of us will say that we agree with every opinion. In fact, Avery threw this under the bus when he brought up the two different ages. You did, yeah,
Hold
you
on,
did.
hold on.
You did.
I do. I
Avery,
understand.
Yeah, so what he's doing, he's like mixing. He's trying to lie and mix up his debates that he had and say, "No, I said this." When we literally just saw the video when he was holding up that MacArthur Bible, and he was like, "No, he literally did."
You're saying
listen,
you are allowed
let
to
me
disagree.
let me finish. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Let me
Go ahead.
finish.
Everybody
Now,
quiet.
When Avery first
God
came to
legend.
us, he brought this, and in front of Sneeko, and this video is online. When I brought
Right
this
here,
out,
brother. Me. Avery's over there. You already had your time.
Listen,
Let's go.
don't interrupt me. Thank you.
Please, let's
Yeah,
go.
please don't interrupt
But
me.
you're gonna fill her bus.
Please
Hold
don't
on.
interrupt me.
Stop.
When I had brought this up to Avery, he had
And why he's so focused on God logic, bro? Like Vocab said, focus on me. Why you focus on God logic? He want his get back so bad with God logic. God logic have cooked him twice. And I think it's twice. Twice. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong, but wouldn't this be the second time that God logic debated him, or like the third time or something like that? But he keep getting cooked by God logic. And it just keep coming back for more. It's just like one of those people that get beat up and then they try to fight you again, and they're like, "Bro, I just beat you up. You still trying to fight knowing he can't fight." This is this guy right here. This is him.
said this is MacArthur's opinion, right? I'm not taking people's opinions. You can look at the video. Sneeko's there. You can look at that. He threw MacArthur under the bus
Okay.
on that one, right? But here, when I'm saying that there's scribal errors that you can verify against manuscript, that is very different from the opinion of a scholar. Those are two different things.
Right. So
Thank
I'll take MacArthur over the Sheikh. Now, on page 28 of James Dunn's book that you brought as well, I bookmarked for you on page 28. If you could just read that top sentence of that second paragraph.
She's having a good time, bro. Like I know some of y'all didn't like her moderation. Like some of y'all didn't like her. Me personally, like for the most part, I liked her. I know she's a moderator, but she made the video entertaining. I mean, she called Uthman out for cherry picking. When he was like, exactly, and she was like, no, it's against you. Like, she Hey, I liked it. I mean, she was a little harsh at times, but for the most part, I actually like what she did. But it's funny because she's like laughing.
Please.
Sure.
This is about in relationship to worship of Jesus. What's it say?
Same to all, the fact that such worship language is used in reference to Jesus, even if only occasionally, is very striking. This would, I don't know, what, you gotta go to the bathroom or something, bro? This would have been entirely unusual and without precedence in the Judaism of the time. You want me to keep reading, or?
So,
You want me to keep
was
reading?
worship language used in relationship to Jesus? First question. Was it unusual? Second question. And then if you could read the last two sentences of that same paragraph.
Okay. It's interesting you want me to skip over a lot.
You
but
can read
okay.
the rest if you want.
Okay,
That's fine
no
with
problem.
me. It's not going to help you, though.
What last two sentences?
The last
Where
two
do you want me to
sentences of
start?
the same paragraph you just in that a book for you.
In fact, that this definition is in the wider Mediterranean world. The fact that this definition could be used as casual and as taken for granted, as it is in, I could be used.
1 Corinthians 1:2.
Yeah, I just has the number one. It didn't
It
mention.
means first.
Okay.
I
Corinthians 1:2.
I Corinthians. I Corinthians. Yo, that need to be on a t-shirt. I Corinthians with his face on it. Yo, like there could be a lot of shirts made with him. Many more shirts.
Assuredly indicates that invocation of the Lord Jesus in prayer was a regular feature in early Christian worship.
Early Christian what?
Worship.
Was Jesus worshipped?
Again, so do you want me to answer? According to this, yes. But in the same book that you read and the same book that you're quoting that you're now trying to jump away from what I read earlier.
Nah, bro, that's the book that you brought. That's the book that you brought. Oh man, Vocab have read a lot of books, so when you bring that stuff up, you better be ready.
Earlier, it says Christian worship as defined too simply as the worship of Jesus, for that would emerge as an inequity is taken seriously. It would soon become evident that Christian worship can deteriorate into what would be called Jesusolatry, like idolatry. It is not simply into the worship of Jesus, but the worship that falls short of the worship of the one true God, the Father, the Lord of Jesus Christ. I use the term Jesusolatry as an important sense parallel to that of idolatry. So if you're going to quote him, then continue
That
the
means
quote.
they worship
because,
Jesus as God.
right?
That's what it's saying, though.
Hold
So
on.
that would be, again, it's
hear
not.
you.
You're going to
I hear you.
filibuster.
It's not.
Yeah.
I'm reading it.
filibustering.
I'm not filibustering anything, right? Here, as Israel prophets pointed out on several occasions, the calamity of idolatry is that of idols in substitution of God. So if somebody takes the worship of God, it would take away from Jesus, takes the place of God. The worship due is to God and absorbed it by the idol. The danger of Jesusolatry is the place of one creator, God, Jesus absorbing the worship of the true one creator. Now, because he mentions,
Okay, let's
no,
respond to
let me
that.
finish.
I can
Let me
respond to that, right? That was
finish.
kind of a long
Let
paragraph.
me finish
it was
the
a long
quote.
paragraph.
Okay,
What's
go ahead.
the is
It's
there a
just
build up
one-liner.
on it?
Yeah, it's
An
one-liner.
Okay, let's just
exclusionary?
go one liner in
Again,
there. Go ahead.
he goes through many ideas of whether they're worshiping or not, but in the conclusion, in the end, he says the first Christians did not worship Jesus as such. Worship is always and should always be offered to the glory of God the Father. That's the
why-
conclusion
And that's why you got to
of
read
the
the
book.
whole book.
Yes, I did read the whole
Yes.
book.
Yeah.
And
You didn't
cannot-
have that section highlighted, did you?
I didn't have it
I
highlighted.
highlighted it for you. You're welcome.
I didn't highlight the whole book, but that doesn't mean I didn't read the whole book. When an author goes through a book, he presents this side and that side, but his conclusion is where the end is. Thank you.
That's not what
rolled
Dunn
over.
was doing there. Dunn
I
was
agree with you.
commenting on I Corinthians. That's what he was
Are we
doing
talking
there.
about the Bible, or are we talking about worship?
Oh, well, don't bring Dunn if you
Hold
don't
on.
want to talk about Dunn. Now,
Let's-
the point to
We're
do,
on a
Find-
prompt
Got
that we're
him.
running
hold on,
from.
Hold on.
All right.
Let's find your points,
Okay,
Cab.
so the point was to show you misuse sources. Now, regarding this source,
I absolutely did not.
Surah 7, 157, is Muhammad the unlettered prophet?
Surah?
Surah 7, 157, is Muhammad the unlettered prophet there?
Of the Prophet ﷺ, noting that the Jews and Christians find him ascribed in their scripture. Yes, Surah Al-Anfal, yes.
Okay, does it say that the description of the unlettered prophet will be found in the Torah and the Gospel?
Let's bring up the surah, because I don't want to misquote things for you.
But no, it's the same place.
Yeah, we'll bring up the actual surah.
Look at Elijah.
All right. Oh, can I? You want me to read it from the book?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Surah 7, 157 right
I
there.
got you.
And I just want to let everyone know you gave this to me when I was in San Diego, so
You're
thank you.
welcome.
I appreciate that.
Thank
It
you.
was a gift.
It's circle
So
round.
I
love
brought it to here for that reason.
Surah 7, verse
157.
157. And they are the ones who followed the messenger, the unlettered prophet, whose description they find in their Torah and the gospel. He commands them to do good and forbid them from evil, permits them of what is lawful and forbids them from what is impure, and relieves them from their burdens and the shackles that are bound them. Only those who believe in him, honor him, and support him. And I just want to clarify, honor him doesn't mean worship him. And follow the light and sent down to him will be successful. Yes.
Is John 1:19 one of those places where the unlettered prophet is described in the Gospels?
I don't believe so.
Then why do you have a video that says John 1:19? Is this you,
Okay.
fam?
That is me. Yeah.
This is you.
Where you said that was the prophet they were waiting for?
Go ahead.
Yo, is that you, fam? Got caught red-handed in 4K, bro. Got caught red-handed in 4K. He got caught red-handed in 4K. Check this out.
Where you said that was the prophet they were waiting for? Where you said that was the prophet.
Look at them.
Is John 1:19 one of those places where the unlettered prophet is described in the Gospels?
Look at
I
them.
don't believe so.
Then why do you have a video that says John 1:19? Is this you,
Okay.
fam?
That is me. Yeah.
Where you said that was the prophet they were waiting for?
Go
Look
ahead.
at see it.
Are you-
This is your video.
I'll let you
Where-
continue.
that's you, right?
If
You
you're done with the theatrics, I will respond
Well, it
to
literally
you.
says that is the prophet Muhammad, and it's from John 1:19.
I'll just wait for the theatric to finish
Okay.
before I can
So
respond.
it's weird you said no, but your video says otherwise.
Mm.
So that's cotton.
Should I
that's cotton
respond,
740.
Get
So,
to the
so
point,
check
Kev.
this out.
There is no point. He just wants to run from the actual.
It's funny.
Pod-
I
Okay, go ahead.
figured you might do that, but that's why I had to have that screenshot because I knew you would deny
Gotcha.
it. Now, if that's the case, why does Peter apply this passage, Deuteronomy 18, the prophet that's being asked about in John 1:19, to Jesus? Why does Peter apply it to Jesus if it's supposed to be Muhammad according to the sheikh in this video?
Are you done with your question? Okay. First thing, I may have held that view, but right now what I have come with
But
is a
right
discussion
now-
that you didn't even allow me to bring up, right? Secondly, I could be wrong in things.
Bro is running. He's running. Now I get it. Like, it wasn't. It was more so to expose Uthman. That was Vocab doing. Vocab know he can beat him. I mean, he's beating him now. Just by exposing him. He's literally cooking him.
Then I could be right. I'll have to research that again before I come back to you. I'm not just going to here try to get clickbaits like you. Secondly, Peter taking John 1 has nothing to do with
Trying to get clickbaits. Really? I mean, you made a whole clip thing giving out $10,000 for people to clip for you. This man here.
being the prophet Muhammad being mentioned in the Bible. That's not the prompt. The prompt is the name Muhammad is clearly mentioned in the Bible. Do you agree or disagree?
That's why I set you up with asking you if you identify Muhammad as the unlettered prophet. You've been set up by that initial question.
Yeah.
And you told this poor man who said this was Jesus, you said, no, that was Muhammad. So you're going to go back and correct your
you
mistake
are
about
running
Park?
from the prompt.
You're running from
The
yourself.
prompt is very clearly the name Muhammad is clearly mentioned in the Bible. Do you agree or disagree?
Okay.
Do you agree or disagree?
So I take it you
Get to
don't.
it.
No, we need to respond, right?
I want you to get to it with,
Okay.
with
Yes
the points of what
or
you're
no?
doing. Get
All
there.
right. So is
I'm not getting yes or
hold
no.
on, hold on.
Okay, we'll
I
go to
see
the next part then.
He's
Deuteronomy
trickling in.
18
Get to it.
Is Deuteronomy 18 describing the prophet Muhammad?
He did not answer my question. Is the name Muhammad clearly mentioned in the Bible? That's the prompt. Yes or no?
You identified him as the unlettered prophet. Okay, so I see you don't want to do
see,
Hold
you're
that.
not responding, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
now
But
hold on.
he
Let's
said
ask this
Muhammad is the
question.
unlettered
Let's
prophet.
ask this
So
question.
it's a title. So that is a name.
So that's where I want to say is what is Muhammad in the Bible in the text? Define what that is.
Very clearly. Is the name Muhammad clearly mentioned in the Bible? Yes or no?
But in
He can't answer it. He can't answer it. He cannot answer it. Oh man, look at him. He looked like he's just pouting, like he's pissed. Look. Yo, this is funny.
In your prompt, what is the definition of Muhammad? Who is
The name Muhammad.
Just the name.
Just the name.
Does this name? What
Yes.
is?
He just want to go by the
Muhammad,
name.
yeah.
So I thought that would happen.
All right.
So if you remember,
Muhammad. Just the name Muhammad. That's all you want. Bell, and this the part I know, like a lot of people was like lost on like Bell part, but Bell was basically saying like you want to look for the name Muhammad, but Muhammad can be anybody. Muhammad can be some random guy at a gas station. Muhammad can be an Uber driver. Muhammad could be who? Like anyone. Who is Muhammad in the Bible that you so-called claim that's in the Bible? Who is that?
when you were first asking,
He's not answering yes or no. I've asked like 6 times.
Will you please stop interrupting me?
I'm not interrupting you.
While
I
I
asked you a question.
to a different topic since
I
you're running.
asked you a question. You're not answering it. You're transitioning. Who's the one running?
Please stop interrupting
I
me so I can
asked the
transition
question
to
from
catch
the
you in
prompt.
something
No,
else.
you are running from the prompt.
No, I'm not.
The very clear question
Stop.
from the prompt.
What is the importance of the name Muhammad?
I'll explain it.
Okay.
He said it has to be the name Muhammad, but he himself already identified Muhammad as the unlettered prophet, thereby identifying Muhammad as the unlettered prophet. That's the line of questioning. You knew you were trapped because I have you here, so you wanna do it on a technicality, but that's okay because I planned for the.
Oh, I love that shirt. Stop cherry picking verses. I just realized that, and that's what Uthman been doing.
Technicality. So let's go to John 1 and we'll transition to his Jesus God because that's in the same No, it's this. No. Hold on. Let me explain why. No, I'm going to explain why because it's in the same passage that also refers to Muhammad, supposedly. It's the same place of John 1. So what I'm going to do is show you what John the Baptist was actually talking about.
Look, you're running like as if you're in a marathon. Very clearly, the prompt is the name Muhammad clearly mentioned in the Bible, yes or no?
No.
That's the prompt we're on, not Jesus being God.
I asked earlier what the importance was, right? And you said you would oblige the different directions of coming
You
in
did say
on.
that. I heard
You
her
did
ask
say
that.
Can he actually answer the question, though? Yes or no? And then he can go into any side
I
he likes.
said no.
Okay, I did not hear you say that. Good.
Okay.
So you're saying no, the name Muhammad is not mentioned in the
Correct.
Bible. Go ahead.
So I want to give you a choice. All right. Would you rather continue on about the unlettered prophet being Muhammad in John 1, or do you want to see who John the Baptist says John 1 is about, which is going to go to the deity topic? Door A, door B.
Neither, because the prompt we're on is Muhammad mentioned in the Bible? And you said no.
You
and
said
I wanna,
Muhammad
can,
is the
can you not
unlettered
interrupt me now?
prophet, though.
Can you not interrupt me now?
Remember that?
Can you not interrupt me?
You remember.
Thank you. All right. So now, the prompt that we're on, which you're running to Jesus' divinity and all that stuff because you're scared of, is Muhammad mentioned in the Bible? Now, right here in Songs of Solomon, the name Muhammad is clearly mentioned. And this is not my opinion. This, again, I'm bringing Christian scholars from a lexicon that Brown, Driver, and Briggs brought together.
Okay, let's do
right?
it then.
Can I not be interrupted?
Hold on.
Can I not be interrupted?
Is it plural or
Mike,
singular?
Here, the name Muhammad is so clearly mentioned that even in your own lexicon, it says this comes from Hamida of Arabic, and is mentioned Muhammad Dim. Now, Dim, even though it has a institution of being plural, but Elohim doesn't mean that there are multiple gods, that majesty and honor. Ephraim, the younger son of Joseph, also has that im. It is a majestic plural. And just like the name Muhammad is clearly mentioned in the Bible, cannot be translated into the overall lovely, because, for example, the word name Avery means the king of the elves. But I'm not going to go and say the king of the elves was debating me, right? Just like David is the most beloved. Emmanuel, God is with us. Elijah, God is my Yah. And Daniel, God is my judge. All of those have meanings, but they are names. And that is why the name Muhammad is clearly mentioned in the Bible by name.
Could you read Song 516 and replace the word that you're saying should be Muhammad and read out Muhammad when you read it?
Okay. My mouth is most sweet.
Got
he
him.
is altogether lovely, which is Muhammad. He is my beloved, and he is my friend.
Just the phrase, just the word. Don't add a new phrase.
Muhammad. I was just
Okay,
reading.
what word are you replacing it with, though?
Lovely.
Okay,
The most lovely.
So can you say it how it would be read, if the original word that's translated here, the translators are wrong about, you're saying, there should be Muhammad. Could you read it and put his name in there?
His mouth is most sweet. He is altogether Muhammad. That is his name that I've just read for you now. He is my beloved, and this is my friend, O daughters of Jerusalem.
All right, so who's talking here?
Again, do you want me to
just ask you a question? Who is speaking here in Song of
Mm-hmm.
Song 5?
Got him.
According to biblical sources, and I have brought this together, this is a prophecy about the prophet that is to come.
Is speaking in Song of Song 5:16? Who is the one speaking? I didn't ask you what it was. I didn't ask you for a literary classification of the genre. I asked you who was speaking. Do you know?
This is a love song that is written as a parable for the prophet to come.
Whose
and
wife
this
is this?
Again, this is not an actual wife and husband. It is a prophetic. Can I speak, or am I just going to be cut off?
He's running
Bro.
the line. He's asking you a question.
I'll let you go ahead and run the
Who's
line
the wife?
first.
Okay. You're saying this is not in Song of Solomon. This isn't Solomon's wife?
Can you continue? Is that a question?
That's a question. In
This
Song
is
of Solomon, this ain't Solomon's wife?
Is it
Can
the
I
wife or
finish?
is it not?
But can you answer
It
instead
is
of
not.
filibuster?
It is a parable. It is a reference. It is not an actual love song.
Oh,
This
man.
is mystical symbolism, as your own Christian study Bible, the Orthodox Annotated Study Bible, points out that.
Can you read
this,
1:1?
A mystical symbolism is involved in a highly figurative language. It is included in the Old Testament to be explained from the prophetic figure of the Lord as the husband. So this
Please
is
read
referring.
Song of Song
Can I not
1:1?
get interrupted?
Let him
Please
finish.
read Song
Can
of
I not
Song
get
1:1.
interrupted?
Just read it.
Let's
you don't
finish.
mind.
I thought you were closing, but go ahead.
I
finish
was
your thought.
closing if you had let me finish.
He's getting
So
mad.
this is a mystic symbolism for the prophet is going to be referenced as the husband, not Solomon himself.
Can you read? That's not what that says. Can you read Song of
I
Song
just
1:1?
read
Right.
it, quote unquote.
It doesn't
Go
say
ahead.
anything about Muhammad in there. Can you
Again,
read Song of Song?
I did not say it said anything
Please
about Muhammad.
read-
What
you
I
read.
what
Close the book.
I did
All right.
not. The
Can you please-
prophetic
Okay.
figure is what I said.
Respond to what he
I'm
said.
glad it's
Listen,
being recorded.
We're very
Please
tight on
read
time right
Song
now.
of Song 1:1.
The Song of Songs, which is Solomon.
Whose?
Solomon.
Whose?
If you're done with the theatrics, I'll continue.
Okay, so no, because you spoke, so I'm responding
Okay, go
by
ahead.
reading context. You're telling us, as a Muslim, who you're not a biblical scholar,
I'm
you
not.
don't know Hebrew because it's plural. That's a problem for you.
Mm-hmm.
You think you can just transpose Arabic with Hebrew? You cannot. You ran to this because you thought it was a strong place, and I was okay with that. This is Solomon's wife. Why is Solomon's wife telling him how fine Muhammad is?
Great question. Now, let me answer.
And
as-
here's what we're going to do for purposes of time. We're going to let you
Right.
respond, and then we're going to do a closing and a closing, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Once again,
She says this.
no, I'm here all night if you want to be here. Don't think you got nothing on
I
me.
thought
Man,
you had me
liar.
out at 4.
I do have an
Okay.
appointment, but that doesn't mean I'm running from his time
Okay.
wise.
Nah,
Don't be.
look.
That's what the wife
anything,
said to
yeah.
Solomon. I'm here all
Yeah.
night, not Muhammad.
Okay. Once again, as clearly mentioned in your own Christian study Bible, this is not a literal poem back and forth. Rather, it is, and I did not say that it said Muhammad, he lied about me again, but the mystical symbolism is involved here in a highly figurative language. Figurative language. The inclusion of the Old Testament is to be explained from the prophetic figure of the Lord as the husband. Not Solomon, as the prophetic
Muhammad.
figure of the Lord, right? And this is again mentioned from many different sources that you can see that this was actual figurative language. It's telling you about the prophet that is to come, and the actual name Muhammad is in there. Actually, I
Yes.
showed it to you from
All
the
right.
Bible.
In
So
Oh my.
verse 16.
It's
there's
not.
again-
In verse 16,
Go ahead.
who are the daughters of Jerusalem in relationship to Muhammad there?
Is this your clothing?
Yeah,
ticket?
we're
No,
going to
no.
move to
no.
closings
Yeah.
now.
So it
I'm
says, this
waiting.
is my beloved and my
Okay.
friend.
Build it
Okay,
into
and it
your...
says, "O daughters of Jerusalem." The last question, if you could answer. Who are the
Are
daughters
we
of
doing
Jerusalem?
closings or are we doing questions back? Because I'm going to
Why are you looking
ask
to the
Build
woman?
it. I'm
Who
asking,
is
because
who
I
are
already
the
told
daughters?
her.
Don't
Stop,
degrade her by
stop.
calling
We
her.
don't have time for this, gentlemen.
Who are the daughters of
Cap,
Jerusalem?
build it into your closing, please.
Okay, if you answer,
Tell
I'll
them who the-
build it right on. Who
tell
are the
them who-
daughters of Jerusalem?
I'm waiting for your closing statement.
Build it in. Tell,
Okay.
Say who the daughters
That's
are.
fine. That's fine. Because
he couldn't answer.
we're not big fans of Muhammad. I'll just say that.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Yeah, because that's verse 16 that you brought us to. So it shows
Okay.
your reading is absolutely acontextual. So here's my closing statement. I started off destroying you in MacArthur, your own source, about textual variants.
Yep.
That was strike one. Then what happened is I went to done and showed you how done refers to Christians worshiping Jesus and even mentions a specific verse. That was strike 2. You're done, just like done. 3, you ran from the question that you set yourself up with about the unlettered prophet because you knew you were in a box. You affirmed the unlettered prophet was Muhammad, but I was leading you down the path, dog walking you, and you didn't want it to happen. So you ran to Song of Song 5:16, which you thought you were safe in. But then when we got there, you had to answer all kinds of questions, and you couldn't, so you did this. And that's my closing statement. Thanks for the Quran, by the way.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Cab. Go ahead to you.
Your theatrics are cute, but they're not academic. Again, the
Buddy got chewed up by Vocab. Absolutely just masterpiece, bro. Straight up masterpiece. That is, the more I watch that, the more I love it. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Elijah part and God Logic and Sig. Baal, I don't know much about the stuff that she was bringing up, but Baal is very deep. I think she just got to get better with articulating some things, which I totally understand, because I'm not good at articulating stuff. But I think Baal is going to be very good as she continue to have these type of debates, because she usually like talk to people outside of like these type of formal debates and stuff. So I think she's going to do well. But Vocab, man, Vocab we need him to focus on Islam. And I hope that's what God Logic is doing by bringing him on to his live and stuff. Bro, I would love to see God Logic and Vocab, bro. Honestly, I love to see just all of them work together. Vocab, Elijah, Sig, Baal, and God Logic. And even some of the other Christians that I don't know much about. So if y'all agree, let me know in the comment section, man. And let me know what y'all think about this debate right here. How Vocab did. I think he done a great job. He absolutely cooked them. If you like content like this where we watch debates, we learn, we watch testimonies, we watch all kind of stuff as a Christian, but right now we more so in the apologetic space. So with that being said, man, I hope y'all have a blessed day. Until then, I'm out.